Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some new eco tools, makeup tools, yay. So I went to the launch of the New Look Eco Tools products, brushes, tools, and it was also celebrating their 10th anniversary of creating tools. Eco tools. So I thought what I would do is take you through the products that I have. I did a little demo using the products, show you how they perform, and just give you my general thoughts. So to celebrate 10 years, Eco Tools went ahead and revamped the look of their brushes basically. So they've made the handles lighter, they are made out of bamboo. They've given a little bit of a sort of modern feel with these gunmetal grey ferrules, and they've also taken a look at the bristles of the brushes to make sure that they work to their best ability. This is one of the slips that you would find around the packaging of an Eco Tools brush when you buy it in store. It's made of tree-free paper, which is pretty cool. On the back there is a diagram that shows you how you would use the brush or where you would use the brush, and also what you would use it for. So if you're not overly familiar or you're not super comfortable with choosing brushes for applying makeup, that can be really helpful when you're in store and you're like, what do I buy? The brand is also cruelty free, which is fantastic, and obviously the packaging is recyclable. I should also mention that everything is made out of renewable resources as well. So the brand is being very environmentally friendly, which I think a lot of people love, and I do think that's important, especially in this day and age. There's so many of us on the planet, we consume so much, so when a brand is being very responsible about what they're producing, I think it's a big thumbs up from me. So starting off with their sponges. Now I have two sizes here. I have a large one and I have a medium one. This large sponge is slightly more porous than this sponge, which means the holes in the sponge when it hydrates, they're a little bit bigger than this one. I find this one gives a slightly sheerer application, and it's much bigger. I mean, you can see it against my face there. I actually have a hard time using this on my face. I don't feel like I get the control that I like. This one, on the other hand, gives a fuller finish, which you guys know I love, and it is the perfect size for me. This is very similar in size to a Beauty Blender or a Real Techniques Miracle Blending Sponge. So personally, this one is my favorite. This is actually going straight in my kit for body work. So when I need to bronze up or conceal or cover large body areas, absolutely perfect, great size for that. These sponges are made from sugar cane. Can you believe it? So it's a renewable plant-based contents which reduce the use of petroleum during manufacturing. They are USDA certified materials and they're 100% vegan and PETA certified. I like these. I think they're great little sponges, and if you are a very environmentally conscious person, definitely a great place to start. These two brushes here are part of the eye enhancing set, the enhancing eye set. So in the package comes two brushes. They are both dual ended, which means you end up with 4 brush heads. I will start with the blend brush. This is very soft but also dense, which gives it some firmness, and I find that this is fantastic for packing on colour quite heavily. You'll see me using it in my crease, and because of the density of the bristles, which gives it, a stiffness, it gives it a bit of guts, it's great for blending out hard edges because it makes light work of the job. On the opposite end of that brush, we have the smudge tip. Now, this is a very densely packed short set of bristles. They are soft, but because of the density, they have great firmness to them. I like this brush for doing inner corner work, along the lower lash line, pretty much anything where a standard eyeshadow size brush is just a little bit too big. It's great. It's fantastic. Picks up product beautifully, lays it down really well. Good little brush. The next brush in that set is a Shade and Define brush. I will start with the shade end. This is your typical eyeshadow application brush head. So it's, again, densely packed, very soft bristles, a little bit longer than the smudge brush, which means at the tip of the bristles, they're a little bit more flexible. This picks up product fantastically, lays it down really well. I would definitely say with any of the shade, blend or smudge brushes, if you are working with eyeshadows that are really pigmented, don't be surprised if you're sort of blown out of the water with how the shades apply, because they pick up and place really well. On the other end, we've got the Define. Now, this is an angled brush, and again, it is very densely packed, yet very smooth and soft bristles. The way that the ferrule holds the brush together means that the bristles stay firm. So I particularly like to use this one for applying brow creams. I've been using my Anastasia Dip Brow recently, and this is kind of, they just go so well together. I also do use this to apply product to my lower lash line as well. And the combination of like soft, smooth bristles but densely packed bristles means that you can lay product down but then blend it out easily as well, without it sort of like grabbing and being a little bit too rough around the eyes. So that's a great little brush. I would say that this is too thick for applying eyeliner. For me personally, you could certainly try it out if you wanted to, but yeah, it's great for like detailed work in the brow and around the eyes. I will say with this angled liner brush, they do have another one in the range that is called the angled liner brush, so it's not the only one that they offer. I'm not sure if the other one is thinner or not, but I would assume that it is designed more for applying like cream or gel liner products. The next brush that I have is the micro blending brush. This is a doe foot shaped brush, and again, very densely packed but soft bristles. I'm going to be saying this throughout the whole video. I'm sorry, sound like a broken record, but they're well made brushes. The brush or the bristles are cut on an angle, which means one end is quite dense and stiff while the other end has more flexibility to it. And this is great for sticking in your crease and blending out eyeshadows. They don't really tell you to use it for that purpose. They actually say it's great for concealer. However, that's the way I like to use these particular types of brushes, because you get that really nice soft fade with the soft bristles here on the tip, but then the more stiffer bristles really help to like blend out harsh edges. I haven't used it for concealer, I will admit. I might do that in the future, but I have to wash it first because it's got powder product buildup on it. The next two brushes also come in a set. This is called the Ultimate Concealer Duo. So what we have here is a detail concealer brush, and this is a pretty like standard straight up concealer type brush. Very flat, densely packed, with a tiny bit of flexibility at the tip. This is great for doing like detail concealing work or laying down concealer. I do think if you're going to use this to lay down concealer under the eye, you might be there for a while. I particularly think this is good for spot concealing around the face, just laying down the concealer. Also, great for applying liquid lipstick products. So yeah, there you go. In the pack you also get the Airbrush Concealer Brush. Now this is designed for blending out the concealer, and honestly I don't usually like brushes like this. I have a bunch of them in my stash and I rarely pull them out because I just can't be bothered with them. So when I first used this, I was like, I'm not gonna like this brush. It actually really surprised me, like dead set. I was shocked. If you use a sort of stipple and blend motion to blend in your concealer, it gives a beautiful finish. Like I was shocked. So I think these two products, or these two brushes, they work really well together as a team. Granted, I don't think this lays down product quickly enough under my eye, but that's what my fingers are for. But like for concealing around the face and then like blending and making sure everything is smooth and like soft and blended in, absolutely fantastic. And I'm throwing brushes around my room. The last one I want to talk about is this bad boy. This is the Full Powder Brush. Now this brush is again densely packed, but it is cut in a sort of domed shape, so you get really nice, beautiful like flexibility at the top of the brush. This is created with 70,000 bristle heads, which is pretty awesome. It is beautifully soft, and I actually use this not only for like powder to set my face, but also for like contouring, bronzing, blush. Haven't used it for highlight yet, but the way that the brush is cut, so you can see it there, it sort of comes up in a domed, tapered shape. It gives you the control to do different things with it. So you can take it like this, dust it all over your face with like a setting powder or an illuminating powder. The tip is small enough to do blush, which is great, and I have a small head, so typically I have to be careful with brushes like this. If you want to contour with it, all you have to do is take it at the very side and squeeze it, and suddenly it's like a thin brush, which is fantastic. And also the curvature of it is great for sort of hugging in around your cheekbones. Then you just like fatten it up again, fluff it up again, and go in with bronzer. It's a great brush. It really is a great brush. If you're the type of person who doesn't want to have a powder, bronzer, blush brush, you can have just one. And if the brush is designed well, you really can like make it do everything that you want it to do. So I really like that one. I think it's a fantastic little brush. Happy to have it in my collection. So you can probably guess that my overall thoughts of the EcoTools brushes and sponges that we received are pretty damn good. Some of you will know that I am a bit of a brush snob. I will admit it. I tend to buy very high-end brushes. However, I do also have a very large collection of more budget-friendly brushes. And I personally feel that these EcoTool brushes are great in the budget-friendly category, but they don't skimp on quality, which is really nice. And often when you do buy cheaper brushes, sometimes the bristles feel a bit not great. But that's not the case with these EcoTools brushes. They're really made beautifully, and I like the fact that it's the sort of thing that if you, let's say you're a vegan and you want really good quality brushes, so you know you're not going to go and buy Hakuhodo or Wayne Goss or something like that, or you are budget conscious and maybe you don't want to spend money on high-end brushes, or you can't afford it. You can still have really beautiful quality brushes that are easily accessible. You can find them in Priceline at an affordable price. So, you know, thumbs up to EcoTools. I think it's great. Good on them. I really like the new look of the brushes. I think this sort of light handle with the dark ferrule is really pretty, and also the natural look bristles, beautiful. Before I let you guys go, I just want to let you know that I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. EcoTools provided everyone who went to the event with a coupon code. So this code is good until the end of May on the EcoTools website and will get you 25% off your purchase. So my code is Hayley VIP. It'll be down in the description box with a link to the website if you want to check it out. And just be mindful of the spelling. It's Hayley VIP. And massive thank you to EcoTools for actually spelling my name right. Not many people do. So I really appreciate that. So also, if you guys are concerned about like affiliate payments or anything like that, I'm not receiving anything if you use this code. It is simply a way for EcoTools to encourage people to check out their new range. So if you saw anything in this video that you wanted to potentially try, it's a good way to get a little discount on your purchase and try some new tools from EcoTools. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.